There is a certain person who went on one of my more recent videos, and he's a troll. He's an anti-vegan troll. And then I go to his page to work out what he's all about. And he had all this stuff up about how veganism is a cult, like a religion, which is ridiculous. His whole description section, pretty much, was taken up with talking about how he hates vegans and is very threatened by their existence. But anyway, it was about someone else, but now it's about me. So, if you're watching this, thank you for advertising me. It's very much appreciated. Because what will happen is that when people who are looking at your comments and going, oh my god, you are such an idiot, and they want to go and see more about this amazing idiot they've just found, they'll see me advertised, which is absolutely fabulous, because it says, Vegan Witch is not quite as bad as some other vegans I've seen. Well, I must be slipping then. And by the way, I do have a vegetarian colleague. He doesn't give us shit about eating a steak or something. Well, I don't give people shit in public about eating meat either. I have politeness. I have been a meat eater myself, and I realise that it's born out of ignorance and not necessarily being a complete bastard. I swear veganism is like a cult, lol. So it's pretty easy to upset them. Humans are animals too, in case you guys don't know. That's the central premise of veganism and animal rights. They're all for compassion, yes, except when it comes to people wearing fur and eating, gasped, a slice of pepperoni pizza. It often feels like vegetarians and vegans are like the Hitler of the food chain. Right, because we're against killing. Unlike Hitler, who was for killing. And when you dare, in capitals, dare criticize them for, in capitals, anything, they go freaking berserk. Berserk, I left some comments, that's not berserk. So sometimes I like to play agent provocateur to them. Troll. Troll. That's what you call a dickhead who goes to other people's videos and makes fun of them for no fucking reason. I wonder why you guys are so disliked by so many. Well, I don't know if that's the truth, because I've been up for like a month and a week, and I already have 125 subscribers. And I'm not covert about my beliefs. So I don't think vegans are disliked. I think dickheads are disliked, and some vegans are dickheads. Sad truth, but it's true. And then he goes on to the real idiocy. Now this is actually what pisses me off. More than the trolling, this is what pisses me off. Just about people in general. So he goes, have you ever thought about the full implications of making animals fully equal to humans? No. No, we never thought about that. We're just like, oh, I'm flying around. I didn't think about anything I do. I'm a fucking idiot. What the hell? What does this person realize that some of the most intelligent people that have ever existed in the history of the earth have been people who've decided not to eat meat and other animal products? I mean, for God's sake. Albert Einstein said the way of the future was to not eat meat. Leonardo da Vinci. People of brilliance that like we'll never see probably for another 100 years. That means one or two things. So he's put it all down, man. So one, we raise them to our level, and two, we slam humans back down to their level. Well, you see, in animal rights, veganism thought, most vegans and animal rights would think that raising, lowering thing is a false dichotomy, and that humans and animals are equal in intrinsic value and the right not to be subjected to needless suffering. So now, since you're so compassionate, how am I uncompassionate to disagree with, like, needless suffering and killing? I don't understand it. So he goes, now since you're so compassionate, I'm assuming you choose one. In brackets he says, if you choose two, you fail at life. We make all humans and animals liable under the law. So, oh, and this is a gem. I've never heard this one before. Ooh, for all the other vegans listening to this, don't you just want to scream at the fact, this single fact, that people who are not vegan or anti-vegan think that when they raise these stupid things, that they are the first person who has ever said this to you in your life, and they are the most brilliant person who ever lived. Like, it's like some kind of bizarre thing where everyone who does this kind of behavior, has that same thing going on, where they're like, I'm here to educate you. Haven't you realized this? Oh no, we never thought about it. But anyway, here is the gem of wisdom. Okay, so he says, we make all humans and animals liable under the law. So, lion eats gazelle. Lion is charged with first-degree murder as per a human sentence. If in Texas, lion is lethally injected. And then he's got question mark and like 5 exclamation points. Okay, I've covered this before, but I'm just going to say it again. Lion stops eating meat, lion dies. Lion is obligate carnivore. Any retarded, simplistic, superficial level of research would show you that. So no, lion is obligate meat eater. Lion doesn't eat gazelle because he thinks gazelle is tasty. Lion couldn't give 2 craps. Lion has to eat it to live. Human beings don't. When a person who eats meat has a steak, they're having that steak because A, they've been told they need to eat it, otherwise they're going to die or become retarded. And B, they like the taste of it. So they've chosen the steak over the chicken or over whatever else, you know. And they could have a tasty, you know, like Indian dal. They could have chili beans and rice. They could have marinated tofu. They could have some broccoli. There's a lot of viable protein in broccoli. Okay, so therein lies the difference. If human beings were obligate carnivores, we'd not be having this debate because anyone who went vegan would frickin' die. That's just plain wrong, man. And besides, if someone accidentally ran over a skunk with his car, would you charge the man with vehicular homicide? Would you do that? I shudder at the thought of a vegan run world. Okay, no. If someone runs out in front of your car and you accidentally hit them and you haven't been doing anything wrong, you don't go to jail for vehicular homicide. I shudder at the thought of a vegan run world. Meat would be illegal, yes, but so would eggs, milk, and then in capitals, honey, and then in brackets, WTF, and pets and seeing eye dogs. He likes talking about honey. What he doesn't realize is that basically, in terms of nervous system and sentience, insects such as bees are at the same level as, say, a lobster. Now, a vegan wouldn't eat a lobster, obviously, right? And they know, because they've done some research, that industrial honey farming results in the death of bees. Basically, there are 3 designations of things in this world: animal, mineral, and vegetable. Vegans just don't touch anything in the animal section. Bees belong in the animal section. And at the end he goes, alright, fine, go ahead and lower yourself. As I said before, that's a false dichotomy. That's not what vegans believe. To the level of a deer. I'm off to have some honey-basted pork ribs. Dickhead. You are a dickhead. You aspire to mediocrity. What the hell is so good about mediocrity? What the hell is so good about not moving forward, about not trying new things, about not being open to new ideas, about being the kind of idiot who criticizes concepts and ideas and theories without understanding how they work? What is so amazing about that? You know, it's kind of like, and I know this guy, I think he's a Christian, isn't he? This is a loose analogy. It's a bit like, say I had a real problem with Christians, but I believe that they worship the Easter Bunny. So I'm going all over their videos and I'm going, you stupid Christians, you worship a rabbit, you idiots. You think Jesus is a rabbit, so how the hell did he speak and have his words put in the Bible? Ha 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 ha, you idiot. Exactly the same level of ignorance. And ignorance is not cool. What does it take to be ignorant? Nothing. Less than nothing. It takes complete inaction. Ignorance is not cool.